So now that you've created your custom audiences, we're going to go ahead and create a campaign to use those in a retargeting campaign. We'll go to the guided creation. So always make sure you select the special ads category, the housing, and then we are going to do for the retargeting campaigns, we're going to do a couple different campaign objectives. So for this first one, I'm going to select lead generation. And I'll name it the same thing that I named my audiences, just so I kind of have an idea. So this is, oops, I'm sorry. We're going to do, lead forms submitted. So retargeting campaign for forms submitted. We're going to turn on CBO. The retargeting budget is totally up to you depending on the ad spend. $10 is usually kind of where I start testing. Hit continue. Okay, this ad set. Now I'm going to go ahead and put in the audience that I just created. So this one is lead form submitted. So under custom audiences, I'm going to, I'm going to go right here and I'm going to do the leads submitted. Now in this case, you can see that there, when I was hovering over it, it said fewer than 100. This campaign was just started like a couple hours ago, and so far it only has 2 lead forms actually submitted. But like I said before, this doesn't matter because as leads are submitted, they will automatically get put into this, even if this campaign is already live. And so that's why I do this early on, just so that it's already running and ready to go. So I've got that. Now I want to go down here. I want to select the area that my client is in. This client is in Arizona. I want to do everyone who lives here generally. And then for the retargeting, we're going to leave everything open because we already are targeting those who have submitted. We'll go ahead and hit edit placements, turn off Instagram. The retargeting I'm just going to put in the Facebook feed. Okay, and then I'll name this Alright, so typically when a lead is submitted on those retargeting campaigns, like I said, there's a couple different things that we can do as far as what we're going to use for our lead magnets and what we're going to how we're going to draw them in. Basically, one of the best things to do for this is for retargeting campaigns is to use videos. Now, in this case, this client hasn't done any videos for me, and so, like I said, they were a newer client, and so that's something that I always have my clients do, but they haven't done their first one yet. But I would recommend doing some sort of video and some sort of branding video, and you can use the video scripts that are provided in the membership site to have them kind of create a video, once a week or once every couple weeks. But basically, so this has like their image. This isn't something I would actually do, but since that image is there, we'll pretend that the client made a video for me using one of the scripts provided in the course. And so let's just say this is the video that they created. The video in real life would be like them speaking about something, providing some sort of value. You can see those lead scripts in the membership site, like I said. So let's just say that this is the video that this client did for me. And so in the retargeting, now we're trying to really build up credibility, because these are people that have already interacted with their ad. They've already submitted their info, basically virtually raising their hand, saying that they were interested in purchasing, or at least getting more info on that listing campaign that we had. And so after they've done that, we want to provide them with some more value, and we want to give them some credibility, give our client or the agent some credibility as far as, helping them see they are the expert in the area, that they are the one to go to if they are looking to buy a home or sell a home. And so basically we do this retargeting, like I said, a couple ways, but the number one way, if you can get your clients, or if you are an agent, if you can get videos recorded, that's going to be the best way to do it. That's the most powerful way to basically become the local celebrity and be able to get people to opt into your campaigns continually. So another thing that you can do, and basically on here you can see the if that was the video that they submitted, then we'll put in here the info for this is going to be slightly different depending on what you're doing. Maybe in this one, the agent is talking about the home buying guide that they provide, and so on here we can say something like, so looking to buy a home in the next 6 to 12 months, I've put together a free guide containing everything you need to know about buying a home in Arizona. Click the download button below to instantly receive your free guide. And so this can be, like I said, this is, let's say they did a video kind of going over their guide for the headline. And so, like I said, this is another thing, that's another lead magnet that is provided in the course. So you would just want to customize that to your client, to put their contact info and everything on there. And basically you have the guide downloaded on here. You can have it downloaded or connected to like a bit.ly link, or you can have it emailed to them, however you have it set up. But this is one of the retargeting campaigns that we do a lot. The video and the guide, or whatever the offer is all dependent on what content you have from your client, or if you're a realtor, then being able to produce the video content that you think that your potential clients or your ideal clients would that it would really resonate with them. And so once you've got that going, then you'll go ahead and hit confirm. Obviously, in this case, the actual objective is a lead form, and so in this case we'll fill out or we'll have the lead form just really simple, probably just name, email, maybe not even phone number, just because we already have all of their contact info. And so name, email, and then on the lead form, you can at the end have a spot to download, and that's where you'll put the link to your free guide that you've customized to the agent, or to yourself if you are the agent. So there's the first one of those who did submit. So now I'm going to go back and kind of show you how we're going to slightly adjust this to those who didn't submit. And like I said, it's all about testing. And so if you are, not seeing a lot of great results, then it's all about testing. Maybe switch the objective or switch the ad copy or what you're offering, and just really focus on retesting and figuring out what your KPIs are and if you're meeting them. So now I'll go through as if I'm creating one for the leads who did not submit. And so for this one, there are a couple different things that I would want to do for this. So if they did not submit, a lot of times I'll have a landing page, a really, really simple landing page, basically a landing page that almost looks exactly like a lead form. And the reason for that is because some people who don't know a lot about Facebook, when they click on that lead form, they think, oh, I don't want Facebook to have my info, or I don't like typing in my info, or whatever it may be. They're just hesitant to put their info there, and so sometimes I will create a landing page through ClickFunnels or something to give them an alternative to basically entering their info to receive whatever the offer is or whatever the guide is. If that is the case, then I'm going to go ahead and do reach as my objective. And like I said, this is, if I'm going to do a retargeting, maybe for those who didn't submit, maybe they just didn't like the lead ad, and maybe I'll try a landing page instead. And so for this one, we can even offer the same type of thing, or maybe we can offer something slightly different, but with a different creative. And so this is going to be the audience of people who did not submit. And so we go in here, we find the audience that we just created, leads not submitted. And I'm going to narrow it to just my client's area. Leave everything else. I'm going to do it to just Facebook newsfeed. The reason I do this is because about 99.9% of our results generally come from Facebook newsfeed. There are certain campaigns where I will test out Instagram and things like that, but in a retargeting campaign, unless my original campaign showed that the majority came from Instagram or something, then this is what I will do for the retargeting. And then for reach, this is basically just asking, how what the cap is, like how many times you want a single person to be shown your ad. You can do one impression every, let's say, like 3 days, because if they see your ad 10 times a day, they're gonna unfollow or report the ad, and so you don't want to overdo it. And so let's go to the actual ad. For this one, let's say I'm going to offer them the home buying 101 guide, the same guide that I was offering in the other retargeting campaign. Let's say I'm going to do, maybe I'll do the book cover for this one, try out a different one. And let's do, And then on here for the website, this is where I would put the landing page that I created in ClickFunnels, which is just a basic landing page for, similar to like a lead form. Like it wouldn't be really fancy or anything, just a way to collect their info. And then as soon as their info is submitted, it would have a link to download this guide, which has been customized to my client to have all of their info. And so the link would be here. I would also paste the link here within the ad copy in case that catches them first. I would place it here, and then for this I would just do learn more. So if they click the button, it takes them to the landing page, or if they click the link directly to the landing page. And so this is just testing out something differently to maybe see if people wanted to put their info in through a landing page instead of through a lead form. And basically this would be attached obviously to the nurturing campaign to send them the guide, or to give them the link to download the guide as soon as they submitted their info. And so that's kind of how I do some of my retargeting campaigns. Make sure you check kind of the other resources in the course to make sure that you understand, what all goes into retargeting. But this is just something I was going to put together for one of my clients, and so I wanted to make a quick video showing.